quiet.
FBI, get on the ground. So.
That's going in the video.
So what we got here is.
Explain it to us.
I'll let you take this one. I got the next one. You got this one.
Coming to work, buddy?
Yeah.
I don't seem to understand why it takes some guys so long to get out of a truck whenever there's a job of this magnitude that has to be done. But hey, some people just aren't as self-driven and self-motivated as others. And he's even drinking a Red Bull. Look at that. All right, here's what we've got, guys. Immediately walking through the door, we have got the living room area that's getting vinyl plank. Everything in this house is getting vinyl plank. Right here today, we're going to be beginning by leveling up a couple of these areas. As you can see, we go down the hallway. Several of these joints here are actually peaked up. So we're going to be sanding them, planing them down, and then leveling the dips, leveling from the vinyl out this way because the customer did not want to remove all of this vinyl. And they didn't want to pay us to do it either. So we're going around all the cabinets, doing any subfloor repair work that needs to be done through here. Getting all of this here fixed up the way that it needs to be, working around Joseph as much as we can, installing bedroom 1. Down the hallway, we got bedroom 2 with a closet, and bedroom 3 with another closet. We're looking at about 2 days install time. Today, probably 2 to 3 hours on the install of the leveler and doing any planing to the joints. I would say roughly about 3 hours today is what we're going to be doing. In the back of my truck, we have got all of their materials, a bucket here, a couple more buckets in the back of the truck. But we've got all their material, the leveler on top of the material. Probably shouldn't do it like this here, but hey, it got the material here. So that's all we care about at the moment. Joshua is in the truck on the phone right now, as he always is. We're gonna try to do this regardless of the fact that he is always on the phone in about 2 or 3 hours, in spite of Joshua. Not with his help, not with him, nothing like that, in spite of him. What's your thoughts? Yep, a lot of work to be done. Glad we brought the planer.
Hey, the spigot's over there.
There's a spigot right in the back. Episode 1272 of Making Joseph Look Stupid. There's no water hose or a spigot back here. We can't get water back here.
There is.
Hey, no water.
Wow, my water hose comes out way better than that.
Shut up. Really? Show me. At least there's water. Show me. Come on, let's go. My water hose comes way better than that. Show me, mister. If you're lying, you're buying me supper.
Oh my God. I told you.
Let's do that again. Let's do that again.
Dude, that is.
Yeah, I think we got a little more pressure up here. All right, grab that hose, grab the buckets, grab the leveler. That's gonna be a little bit easier of a haul for you. You won't have to haul the leveler from the truck all the way around to the back of the house. So that'll be nice for you. Anyways, well, hey, he was right. See, in spite of, we do it.
I should go tackle him.
We make this thing happen.
Dude, that'd be so funny. He'd probably be mad though.
Yeah, it'd probably hurt both of you.
Oh, I know. It'd be funny though.
Then do it. Got the camera rolling. Do it. Everything's unloaded out of the truck. We got all the material stacked right over there on the porch for now, and I'll explain that in a second. But right now, as far as tools for today, we're doing all of the subfloor prep, which is going to include planing the subfloor, beating down the nails, screwing down any squeaks that they may have missed. The customer has already removed all of their existing floor. It's a rental house, so they're just trying to get this thing in good enough shape to be able to rent out. As far as the tools goes, we have got our straight edge here, which is obviously critical to get things somewhat smooth, somewhat flat and all. We've got our buckets, 6 bags of leveler here, extension cord, drill with a paddle bit there. We have got water, as we have already discussed. We have got water over there, which is got good pressure, real good pressure. Back here in the house, we have got all of our tools as far as everything we would possibly need. A 4-foot straight edge, scraper, broom, dustpan is sitting right outside somewhere. Here's our planer. This thing here is basically gonna act like a sander, but instead it has gotten a blade on the bottom of it. You got that?
Yeah.
That blade there is going to basically do the same thing that a sander's going to do, except a lot faster. Now, before we start using the planer, we've got to go through all of these joints here, and we've got to beat down all the nails so that this blade is not, we're not going to break the blade, basically. So all these nails and everything have to be beaten down either with just a hammer or take a nail punch those nails down. But we want to get as many of these peaks out, and here's what I mean by a peak. We want to get these peaks out as much as we can to eliminate as much leveler usage as possible. So first of all, me and Joseph are going to start with planing all the joints, getting all the nails beat down, and then getting the subfloor cut out, as much of the wood cut out to get rid of these peaks that are in the subfloor. Next, we need to go around all the places that are going to be getting leveler, and we need to seal off everything with, you guessed it, silicone. All right. Thirdly, we're going to go outside and we're going to kick Josh's hind end for being a lazy good-for-nothing rear end. As you can see him out there just talking on the phone. He's probably talking to his wife or something. I don't even know. I don't care, honestly. But he's just out there yakking, as he does all the time. You can barely see him. Hang on. Look. There we go. There you can see Joshua. He's just yakking, as he does all the time. He never stops talking to people. Always looking for an excuse. You're going to have to turn the settings back around so that they can actually see me now. Not that they need to, but like, you know. Anyways, and then we're going to start leveling this thing. So what was going to be a 3-hour job now just turned into a 2-hour job because Joshua took the sidelines and put me in charge. Just kidding. This is my job. He's been on the sidelines the whole time. For the leveling, basically all that we're needing, because we're doing the planing and everything like that, a hammer to beat down the nails, probably get you a nail punch of some sort. Technically, you can just kind of do something like this. Okay. Be a man about it.
And there goes your hearing.
What? So you could do that instead of using nail punch, but I don't know how technically correct that is. But it does work. I like things that work and are easy. Nail punches, you gotta beep, beep, beep. You know what I'm saying? Be man. All the nails are beat down, all the joints. We tried to take care of as many squeaks as we possibly could. Get ready to start doing all the planing. As we've showed you the planer here, we're gonna see what we can do here. Joshua has decided to come into the house and to grace us with his presence. Thank you, Josh. He still can't just put down his phone. He's like little Nathan Crabtree. Keep rolling. You rolling?
Yep.
All right, now come here. Okay. This sets the depth to which you will go with that blade there. Okay, so it's going to set just exactly how deep or how shallow that blade is going to dig whenever you start going across this right here. This is set to the deepest possible point right now, and we're going to go ahead and start hitting this here because we know that there's a significant peak right here. Mostly we're going to try to stay about this far, see how that helps, and then we'll take off more if we need to. You missed a nail!
Well, you didn't miss me. Got all that all over me.
That is a lot better than it was. But is there any more that we can take out, or do we just take leveler and fix it? Bring it this way. Small peak there, small bit. Honestly, there's not much of a dip on either side. Got a little dust there on here. That dude has no regard for people's furniture or anything, you know, no tape, no plastic in the doorways, nothing whatsoever. Not professional.
So you're just gonna level up against the wall all the way down?
Yep. Floor falls off there, here at this joint. This floor here is higher than this, so we're just gonna fill this here in with leveler and seal that off. But this right here is a peak, so that has to be tightened down as well. Oh yeah, that is smooth. That's gonna work nice. See that? Very uneven there. Josh Smith's putting on the subfloor, taking care of any squeaks, any movement in the subfloor. Naturally with leveler, you don't want anything like that, because leveler is basically just a lightweight concrete. So if there's movement in the subfloor, it's going to crack and all that kind of good stuff. Right now, I'm starting to scrape everything. There's a couple of staples in the floor, a couple of nails along the edges from the tack strip where there was carpet down. So we're going to scrape those out, get rid of those as much as we can. Go back through, sweep everything. Joseph's going to be doing that. Good. He's going to have to work. That's going to be terrible, ain't it? And then we're going to seal off all the joints and put the leveler down. Then we'll be done for the day. Tomorrow, come back and throw the floor down.
I wasn't even recording.
Yes, you are.
How do you know?
Because you're a bad liar. So Joseph's got a new way of videoing me, where he's just walking around basically just like that right there. And it actually works quite well. And frankly, I don't have to see his eyes, as you can see from my perspective here. It's really great. This is amazing. Now all he has to do is walk around. He can use his hands. Not that he will or anything, but he could use his hands to work while he's filming. It'd be great. Just saying. I'm brilliant whenever it comes to these kinds of designs, and it covers up half of his face. That's the best part.
I don't like it. Hurts my feelings. Ow! Oh, goodness. Ow. Oh! Oh, goodness. Ouch. Always picking on me, calling me names. Hurts my feelings. Kyle, you can edit some names in that you call me. Weebee's mommy boy. Weebee's going to tell her mommy, because that's what Weebee's doing.
The leveling process is already underway. Joshua and Joseph are in the back right now. A couple of steps to doing the leveling process. Basically, mix your product, and then you want to come in here before you do all of that though, and find out where your high spots, where your low spots are, because that's going to determine exactly how much you know that you need and what areas and where to spread it exactly. Most of the time, if you find out where your high points in your floor are and you look on either side of your highest points, you're going to have somewhat of a dip. And if you fill those dips in, most of the time your high points are going to be taken care of. That's not the case every time, but that's a good place to start, because that's going to get you most of the way there, which then you can kind of adjust things and see if you need to pour more on the high point directly to make more of a roll, rather than being able to level it completely up. Sometimes leveler's not always intended to make everything perfectly flat across the floor, but rather to get things within a tolerance range so that you can install the floor over it, because you can technically go up to 3/16, 5/16 for some floors. You can break the rules a little bit and go a little bit further than that. Most floors can handle that. Technically though, you're supposed to only do 3/16, sometimes 5/16. Most of the products are just 3/16. So check your manufacturer specs, see what they recommend, and then judge accordingly. That wraps up everything there. We've got the leveler on both sides of the peak here, which we have planed out and all, and everything here is now up to code. Unfortunately, it did fall off over there too, so we had to add a little more leveler there. But as of right now, Joshua is out here and he is cleaning off all of the tools and all. So what? You turd, get out of here. And Joseph is around back doing something. I'm gonna leave you to it. All right, it's all yours, buddy. I'll be in the truck.